Hey guys, Hustler OZI4X4. Just finishing the Friday with the latest Np300 on the 2021, start of 2019. It's to the current shape. We get a lot of customers asking, does our bullbar fit the 2020 model, 21 and the 22 now? So if you notice, it's very similar on the headlight. Bonnet obviously has been a little bit changed on the Np300. It looks a little bit more bigger. And then you'll notice that if you put your car in front of the 16, 17, 18, 19, whether it's the ST, STL or the STX, or even the special models as well, you'll see that the difference will be is the grille. So for the last year, I've been getting a lot of phone calls. Does the Np300 bullbar on the 16 model fit also the 22 or the 21 model? So we did do it this week. We actually fitted on this car. As we are aware that it does by the manufacturer that we create the bullbar, but we didn't advertise it that it does because there was a small grille that needs to be cut. So we've done one now, and what we've noticed, our thoughts were that we did have to cut the grille. We actually didn't have to cut any grille. So this grille that you're seeing right now, as you can see, it actually goes lower than the bullbar. So if you come over here, you'll notice that it's actually gone past the bullbar. If you didn't like that, you can actually also just buy one of the grills that we sell. So we sell all type of grills, all type of different designs. You can actually just put the 15 to the 19 model grills on the 20 to the 22 model. But one thing I also just to bring it to your attention, there is a radar here behind this badge. All we have to do, if you just come and have a look through here, through these holes, you'll see that there is a radar right there. We just slightly push that up and we just drilled an extra hole and we push that up so it passes. But if you didn't go with the Hustler, so with this one we just have to beware a little bit because with that radar there can't be any interference, and we just have to be careful that if this hoop was interfered with that, then obviously the lights will turn on and the car will say all sorts of codes. But if you end up getting the Viper or the Safari, you don't have to worry about that. You can literally leave it where it is. That's not an issue. But with this Hustler style, just because the hook is very close, very near the badge, so that's the only interference that might be. But as we got around it, we just made one small drill, pushed it up, and then followed. So the reason of the video is to let you guys know that the bullbar that we sell for the Np300, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, also will fit the 20, 21, 22, and the grille doesn't need to be modified. It can actually sit inside the bullbar itself. And if you don't even bother, you can actually just upgrade the grille. We've got many grills for the Np300 online, just like Np300 grill, and we've got 5 different type of grills for that car. So as you can see here, everything is flush. Look at the corners. So a lot of people ask, what about if I put flares? Well, if you put flares, then the bullbar is made with the guard. It's designed with the guard. So how the guard is. So as you can see here, it's only 3 mil away from the guard. Okay. Around the headlight, it's perfectly well aligned. And if you look on the other side, so we do get a lot of inquiries. If I end up putting flares, can the bullbar line up? No, it doesn't. We don't know what flares you got. There's flares 25 mil, 35 mil out of the guard, 55 mil, 75 mil, 90 mil. So it won't work with that. So the bullbar is designed for the guards, original OEM guards of the vehicle, not the fender flares. So if you end up putting fender flares, then yes, the flare will be out and the bullbar will be in. Also, we get a lot of inquiries on the universal side step. So that's the universal side step, 2 brackets, and the step is perfectly aligned with the vehicle. So if you see corner to corner, it's perfectly aligned for the space step. I'm going to also test them, and they're not going anywhere. So these side steps, they're just not your normal side step, they're actually rock sliders. The reason why they're rock sliders is because they bolt to the chassis of the vehicle. If they're a normal side step, then they won't be a rock slider because they can't take the hit. But with this kind of step, it actually can take the hit. And if there was any movement in there, which there shouldn't be, but if there is any movement, it's just loosening some bolts and realigning it back up. But look at the way it is. It sits perfectly from the start of the guard to the end of the body. it's perfectly aligned for that. And it's perfect if you don't worry about rock sliders, you just want it as a step, just purely to get into the car. Very hard to get for the space cab, very, very hard. We can move on to the next, for this customer, what we've done, we finished the Friday off with putting our platinum space cab tray. So this is our new tray for the space cab. It's the platinum edition, checker plate floor, smooth finish doors, underbody toolboxes, Ned Kelly mudguards, because this guy's a Ned Kelly fan. Okay. Full 2100 length tunnel drawer, not an 18. 21. You can't even. There's so much room in it. He's not even gonna be able to fill that up. He's not even gonna be able to fill that up. Our premium bow tie tail lights, also on the vehicle. Rear ladder rack. Underbody toolboxes. Plenty of space there to put bigger wheels if he ends up needing to. This tray, it is lightweight. It is aluminium. It's an aluminium tray. It's got a very, very nice finish. It's not a satin finish, what a lot of customers don't like. It's like a matte finish. It's not shiny, it's just a matte finish. No shininess, just nice. It's obviously got the OZI4X4 logo. It's got the loading pins on the top, front and back. It's lightweight. He doesn't have to worry about weight or anything like that whatsoever. He also, even though he was worried a little bit about the weight, he also upgraded to the suspension that we sell. Dobinson coils, Ultima shocks, with 350 kilos at the back, at the rear. So he's got 350 kilos of load in case he needs it. That's EFS as well. It's an Australian company, more than 30 years. They've been making leaf springs for trucks more than 30 years in Australia. He's probably shopped around, probably not making ridiculous quotes. This is the customer.
Yeah, thanks for everything you've
done.
No worries,
no problem at all.
Yeah.
The only thing that's missing is the red bash plate,
yes,
which we're going to do for him. That's the only thing.
It's going to be tomorrow done.
But as I said, his affordability, that's why we are. As I said, he's probably got quotes a lot of many other places. I don't even have to ask that. I know my customers. And we know that we can beat anyone on price or anything like that whatsoever. As well, like we say, is a lot of our trays and stuff like that, we do make them in mass production. Mass production means you get a good price. Side steps, mass production, bull bars, all this stuff is mass production. We bring them in, and that's why we can look after the customers a little bit more than what other most retail shops do. Look, you know, it did take us a little while to get this car in and out. Unfortunately, we are back to back with a lot of the fitting. But I'm hope you're happy with the fitting and everything.
I'm very happy, mate. Really good price, professional job, and I'm going to recommend my friends definitely.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
If you want us, give us a call, 1300 694 494. We can do orders 24 hours online. We're always open to the public, Monday to Saturday. Any issues coming in on Saturday, I'm here. We can, anything that you want, any inquiry, something you're not sure, you don't get that time Monday to Friday. But as I said, our website's always open, and you can basically go in there at 7 o'clock in the morning and someone will be there to text you back, reply back to you. Thank you so much.